So in previous lecture, we discussed about smart vehicles, clear, and there are some features, there are some technology. So in this lecture, we will discuss smart fuels, clear, that are used in vehicles. So fuels for future, we can say that fuels for future. You already know that the pollution due to vehicles emissions is are higher as compared to decades ago. Clear? So how can you minimize that greenhouse gas emissions? So how can you reduce the pollution or the pollutant level? How can you improve the air quality? So first of all, you change the fuels, clear, that are used in vehicles. So you know that in vehicles there are internal combustion engines, spark ignitions, compression ignitions engines, hybrid electrical vehicles, battery powered electrical vehicles, fuel cell vehicles, the fuel cell which are using hydrogen as a fuel, clear, that offers lower emissions than other alternatives. So nowadays electrical vehicles are used more as compared to other vehicles. Clear? Because they produce zero emissions. Otherwise, we can say that a hydrogen vehicle means that hydrogens used are as a fuel that produce zero emissions. Otherwise, we can say that zero emission vehicle. Clear? So that can get from local water or by water vapor. So in hydrogen, otherwise we can say that fuel cell. So in fuel cells, the primary source for hydrogen production is crucial for the environmental performance of vehicles. So hydrogen produced from renewable energy and used in fuel cell can reduce significantly emissions because we can get lots of amount of hydrogen from water and it is renewable sources here, so you can get or as a fuel. So the emissions from this type of vehicle which is negligible means zero. So in order to develop the technology in ultra low carbon vehicles, European Commissions considered three principles. So first one, alternative fuels to burn in combustion engine. To substitute gasoline or diesel fuel include liquid biofuels, gaseous fuels, including like LPG, CNG, and biogas. So first trade means use alternative fuels like LPG, CNG, biogas instead of diesel and gasoline. Then second one, use electrical vehicles. Then third one, hydrogen fuel cell vehicle means which I discussed. There are three types of power train which are used. Clear? So what is the meaning of biofuels? So biodiesel or biogas vehicle are seen as a one type of element on the path towards the energy independence from fossil fuels. Means in biofuels we can use different types of uh, sorry biofuels or biogas. Means biofuels include biodiesel or biogas which is uh, used as a fuel and which reduce the amount of usage of diesel or gasoline and it reduce the price of oil or fossil fuel. There are two common types of biofuel like a bioethanol and biodiesel. There are two types of biofuel which are used, bioethanol and biodiesel. So that biofuel can be produced from plants as well as agriculture, commercial, domestic or industrial waste. Then biofuels are transportation fuels such as ethanols and biomass-based diesel fuels that are made from biomass materials. So that type of fuels which are mixing with petroleum fuels, but they can also use them. So that fuels which can use with a mixing of gasoline, otherwise you can use independently as a fuel in vehicles. So that ethanol, you know that is a and one type of alcohol fuel made from sugar found in gram like corn, sorghum, and barley. The other types or other sources of produced ethanol, first one sugar cane, sugar beets, potato skins, rice, yard clippings, tree bark. There are methods or there are sources how can you produce ethanol for making a bio. So this is the biofuels. Then next one, fuel cells. So the fuel cells and battery convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Means that particular fuel cells have chemical energy which convert into electrical energy, and very useful form of galvanized cell. So galvanic or voltaic cell is an electrochemical cell which convert chemical energy into electrical energy through the one type of redox reactions within a cell. That galvanized cell that are designed convert the energy combustions of fuel like a hydromethane, methanol, and directly into electrical energy are called as a fuel cells. Clear? So that galvanized cells which are designed for converting that energy of combustion fuels like hydromethane and methanol directly to electrical energy are called as fuel cells. Here, the fuel cell electrical vehicle combine hydrogen and oxygen to generate electrical current, and water is the only byproduct. So, hydrogen plus oxygen is equals to electricity plus water vapor. You can mix the hydrogen and oxygen in vehicles, so you get a water vapor and electricity. Then, what are the advantages of fuel FCV? Means first one, FCV produce less quantity of greenhouse gases as compared to gasoline vehicles. And there are none of the air pollutant which comes from FCV which cause health problems. Then second one, that sail emit only heat and water is a byproduct and are far more energy efficient than traditional combustion technology. Means what is the byproduct? Byproduct is water and emit heat and more efficient as compared to other combustion technology. So that FCV did not require to plug in for charging like a battery power. There is a wide availability of resource for producing hydrogen. Then what is the disadvantages of FCV? So that process of making hydrogen requires lots of amount of energy. It often requires fossil fuel sources. The second one, handling of hydrogen is a safety concern because it is a more explosive than petrol. Then third one, these vehicles are expensive and fuel dispensing pumps are scarce. So first one, that hydrogen, making of hydrogen, it required more amount of energy. Then second one, handling of hydrogen is very safety concern because it is more explosive than petrol. And then third one, these vehicles are more expensive and fuel dispensing pumps are scarce, means not available.